Thank you very much to the ranking member of the Budget Committee, my friend Congressman Jason Smith. Thank you for this time. COVID relief, Mr. Chairman, here we go again. The left continues to manipulate the English language however it suits their fancy, lying to the American people about what is really happening in the swamp. American Rescue Plan? Please, President Biden is dropping bombs before anybody is getting checks. Relief? Where is the relief for moms and dads trying to return their children to school? This legislation has more funding for Democrat pet projects than it does for getting our kids out from behind the screens and back into the classrooms. Democrats say this money that hasn't been and won't be spent anytime soon is urgently needed to safely reopen schools. Bull. Many states have had their schools open for months now. By one estimate, state departments of education have between 53 and 63 billion federal funds to reopen. That's unspent. This bill has another $130 billion, but only 5% would be spent this school year. Democrats should stop using kids' schooling as a bargaining chip for more money for teachers' unions. Stop holding our children's education hostage for your pet projects and your lobbyist friends. What about our seniors? Where is the relief for those who have suffered under draconian leadership of Cuomo, Whitmer, Newsom? This legislation uses COVID like cheap drugstore concealer, masking the nasty truth about Democrat spending. This is nothing more than a trashy spending spree while doing nothing for those who have suffered the most from this China virus. With a $1 trillion left unspent from previous COVID bills, only 9% of this bill is going to address COVID-related issues. About 45% of it won't be spent until 2022 and beyond. And it begs the question, why would Democrats push such a partisan, divisive, and frankly, unhelpful bill? The answer can be found on K Street, Mr. Speaker, where lobbyists close to Pelosi, Schumer, and Biden are already chilling the bubbly. Mr. Speaker, Americans see why this legislation will be the first COVID bill to receive zero bipartisan support. Americans know this bill will benefit states and unions that have been poorly mismanaged. But on Main Street, the small businesses will continue to suffer. $90 billion to bail out private pension plans, $500 billion to states and localities to keep their economies locked down. Less than 9% of this $1.9 trillion goes to something COVID-related. Meanwhile, Planned Parenthood gets funding, pensions get bailed out, and San Francisco's balance sheets goes from red to black. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Planned Parenthood can go fund themselves. If conservatives were in charge, you would see a limited, targeted relief plan while enabling businesses and schools to remain open and reigniting our economy. Look at businesses and schools, look at Florida and Texas who have led the way. Never forget these jobs are essential, and the best stimulus package is to reopen. And with that, I yield. Thank you.